Welcome to another episode of the Balancing Hormones Naturally podcast, where we offer actions and steps you can take today to start balancing your hormones naturally. This is your podcast host, Leah Brueggemann. I am a functional diagnostic nutritional practitioner. I am honored and excited to be your guide on your journey to better understanding your hormonal health and how it affects your everyday life. Hi ladies, welcome back to another episode. This is such a fun one. Okay, so before we start, we're going to be talking all about supporting your body through pregnancy and all that good stuff. I wanted to let you know that I don't know how many spots I'll have when you hear this. Maybe I won't have any, but maybe I'll have one. Maybe I'll have one just for you that is listening. For one-on-one coaching. So I have my next round starting, and we run a Dutch panel, a hair mineral analysis. You get me coaching you for 4 months. But in reality, let's just talk about, so one-on-one coaching is just completely transformative because it's so involved. And I have clients, the messages I get is just, I'm over here not crying. That's pregnancy hormones. But women who were literally just transformed into monsters the week before their period, and it was affecting their relationship with their husband, their family, and they're like, my moods are stable now. And that has made such a massive change in my marriage. I'm just like, Yes, this is what balancing your hormones can do. Women, one of my last clients sent me a message because she used to bleed obnoxiously. She's like, you saved my life. I was about to get a hysterectomy. And so the women I'm wanting to work with this next round are the ones, so if you're struggling with infertility and you just don't know what is going on, one-on-one coaching is for you. If you are struggling with endometriosis or really painful periods that are debilitating your life, one-on-one coaching is for you. If you are so moody before your period and your moods and lack of energy is affecting your life and your relationships, you're calling in sick to work, you aren't able to show up as the wife, the mom, the friend that you want to be, one-on-one coaching's for you. Those are the women that I'm super excited to help this round. So if that's you, application is in the show notes. Okay, on to supporting your body and pregnancy. So if you didn't know, I'm pregnant. Ding-a-ding-a-ding. I mean, I feel like if you're on my email list, you probably know that. So, or if you follow me on Instagram, you probably know that. If you don't follow me on Instagram, what are you doing? Anyways, you probably do because you're awesome. So anyways, I am a little over 14 weeks pregnant by the time you will hear this. And I just want to talk to you about what I'm doing differently this pregnancy. So it's my second pregnancy, and how I recommend my clients support a healthy pregnancy, all that good stuff. So starting out first, the first thing I always recommend doing when you get pregnant or find out you're pregnant is go get your progesterone tested. I just think that is one of the most important steps because there are so many miscarriages that could be prevented with progesterone supplementation. And I know you just kind of fell off your chair because you're like, Leah hates progesterone supplementation. I do, except for in pregnancy, because when you're not pregnant and you just supplement with progesterone, it's not getting to the root issue. There's so many other things going on causing you to have low progesterone, and just supplementing it is this little band-aid. It's not gonna fix anything, right? Those issues are gonna crop up everywhere else. And you want to get to the root issue. But in pregnancy, there's nothing you can do about raising your progesterone. If you need to get on progesterone supplementation to help support your pregnancy because you aren't cycling at that point anymore, there's not much you can do once you are pregnant to help support that progesterone. So literally get your butt to the doctor, get your progesterone tested. And if you have to get on progesterone supplementation, I 1000% recommend the suppositories. And you can, chop them in half and use half at nighttime and half in the morning. So it's a little bit spread out of how you're getting your progesterone. So advocate for yourself. That's, I'm going to say that 1,000 times. Like, my biggest tip is advocate for yourself. So that would be number one. Okay. Do what your doctor recommends, but typically it's recommended that you stay on it if you need progesterone until week 16. And as far as studies go with the research that is out, there is no side effects to supplementing with progesterone in your pregnancy to support your pregnancy, unless you're allergic to it. So then obviously, talk to your doctor. So if you in any way need it, I personally, I would get my booty on it, but that's just me. Okay. That's my number one step. Okay. And then my number two step is find an OBGYN or a midwife or, someone that you align with so that you're not like feeling like you're banging your head against a wall every time you go to your appointment. So I had a OBGYN last time, before we moved, and I liked my OBGYNs. They were good. I had a rotation of 3. I was at a clinic. One of them was not my favorite, but the other 2 were great. And it turns out, like, when I went into labor, because my water broke, none of them were on call, so I got a completely different OBGYN for my labor, and it was beautiful because she was my favorite person on planet Earth. And I was just like, who are you? And like, how do I come be in your clinic? Because she was amazing. I loved her. I had a really good experience. So anyway, when we moved, I had to find a new clinic and all that kind of stuff. And I actually like going to OBGYNs. I feel like everyone's like, Leah, I expect you to have a home birth, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, I actually like OBGYNs for my labor and my pregnancies and my personal preference. But I do search around and find one, I align with. And you guys, I found a gold mine. I'm so excited about this OBGYN. Well, first of all, with my first pregnancy, I was like, I need to go to a woman. I can't go to a male. Like, I just can't do it. Was like one of my stipulations. And this time around, I kind of forgot about my stipulation. And I got recommended an OBGYN from a friend, but then also a craniosacral therapist works at his office. And she was like, you will love him. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's a him. Can I like get over myself to go to a male OBGYN? I was like freaking out. He's older. And he worked in the Navy. Not that you guys care about that information, but I'm just going to tell you anyways. So I don't even know. You guys, I walked into his office for my first visit and I was so happy, like tears of joy. So I'm going to be like staking my claim in the wood here, and you all are probably going to like run and hide. So I'm sorry if that's the case for you. But he does not require masks for his patients, which, trust me, when you're pregnant and you can't breathe, yes, thank you. And he immediately like discussed like COVID and the vaccine and his viewpoints and told you like pros and cons and what he recommends as pregnancy. And like he actually talked about the changes he sees in women's menstrual cycles and miscarriages that he's seeing. And so he's like, I'm going to recommend you go on a supplement protocol just in case if you get COVID, to protect baby. And I just fell off the bench. I was like, when have you ever heard like an OBGYN recommend a supplement? Never. So he went on, like to continue his training after medical school to dive more into that holistic field. And I was just like, I found a gold mine. Like, how did I find you? And he loves doing, having his clients be able to get craniosacral therapy or massage or chiropractic, acupuncture at the clinic. And it's just him. So like, I'll see him my whole pregnancy, and then he'll be my, OBGYN for labor. And he does so much work, with muscles and recovering postpartum. So it's not just like your 6-week postpartum visit. He does a lot with, it's called FSM. And I'm so excited. Like, I am so excited to have an OBGYN that will actually give an opinion on supplements, has an open mind, is much more into the holistic field. I'm just like, hallelujah. I'm so excited. He obviously is an OBGYN. He's board certified, all that good stuff. But I love that he also continued his education, to add like more modalities. So I like, obviously, you know, I haven't had my whole pregnancy with him, so I can't tell you the whole journey, but so far, loving it 100%. So that's something different I'm doing this pregnant. The other thing that I'm doing differently is I'm going to pelvic floor therapy. I actually started pelvic floor therapy with Dr. Miller, who I interviewed in the episode before this. You should go listen to it. And I was going before I got pregnant, and then I got pregnant, and I continued, and I will continue through my pregnancy and then postpartum. So very much just preparing my fascia and my pelvic floor and my core for an amazing pregnancy, and no pelvic floor pain. Yes, please, thank you. No lower back pain. And then actually, like, so many things she's having me do to help prevent tearing and a much better labor. So I'm just like, hallelujah. Like, yes, please help me. So I'm so excited about that. So those are just some like extra things that I am doing, that I'm really excited about, that I prepared for, and I just really wanted to do. Things that I'm doing differently though, like nutrition and all of that. I am testing my minerals. I am doing a hair mineral analysis every 3 to 4 months and testing my minerals and staying on top of that this pregnancy, so I don't have baby suck all the calcium out of my body and get all those cavities. So I am doing that because minerals are so important during pregnancy, and baby just takes what it needs. So I need to support me. So I am definitely testing my minerals and supporting my body there. That's something massively different that I'm doing. What else am I doing? I'm actually taking wheat germ oil, which I haven't taken before, which helps with strength of your placenta. By the way, you guys, this is what I'm doing. Don't randomly supplement. Talk to your doctor, talk to your midwife. Don't you dare just start taking supplements and be like, Leah's taking this, so I'm going to do that. I am not telling you to do that. Consult with your provider. Did I say that slowly enough for you? So that's something massive that I am doing. The other thing that I did in my first trimester differently is, so with Landon, I like fought to be like, no, I'm going to keep eating the same way that I've always been eating. Like, I want my smoothie, I want my salad. And I just kept throwing up with Landon, just constantly. And with this baby, I was like, fine, you want a bagel? I'll eat a bagel. And I didn't throw up, but I was a lot more nauseous with this baby. All right. Yeah, my nausea is kind of getting a lot better, which has been awesome. But I listened to my body there, and I got a lot more protein in this round, because I would start with like a carb or something to settle my stomach, and then I would get my protein in. And so that helped a lot, but like, I don't know. I didn't throw up, so that was positive, but like, I did have a lot of nausea. I'm doing topical magnesium. I've been getting mine. You can get it from Jigsaw, or Earthly is the other one I've been using. And that's been great. And then I've also been doing from Jigsaw Mag Soothe. So they test their, I do not like the Calm brand. That stuff is so high in arsenic. I just don't want any more arsenic in my body. So I use Jigsaw's Mag Soothe, which is a powder before I go to bed, and that has helped so much with sleeping. I don't know, my first couple weeks I just was not sleeping at all, and I added that in. I've been sleeping so much better. So that's been incredible. I didn't do that last time. I didn't take topical magnesium, and I didn't take this Mag Soothe either. So just different things I've been doing to help support. Mineral testing has been huge. And now that I'm not nauseous, back to hardcore blood sugar balance. Like, I did my best when I was nauseous, you guys, but like I was laying on the floor and I'm like, okay, I'll eat the bagel and then I will eat the meat and hopefully my blood sugar will not kill me. So I did the best that I could with what I had, but whoo, I was sick. Okay. What else did I do different? I am doing cell salts throughout my pregnancy. Tissue salts, cell salts. So there's a specific protocol you can do with them throughout your pregnancy. They're safe for everybody. It helps you absorb your minerals better. So that's what I've been doing. It's very simple. Sorry, I had a hiccup. I take them in the morning and I take them in the evening, and that's it. Super simple. Okay, what else have I been doing differently? I feel like one of the major differences with the pelvic floor therapy is that my workouts are very, very different than they were last time because I have Angie guiding me on how to do things to protect my core and my pelvic floor and all of that kind of stuff. So I'm being like very particular about all of that. So my workouts have definitely changed from last pregnancy, and I'm getting in a lot of walking when it's sunny. But hopefully we're heading into spring here, maybe. Or maybe we're heading into like, I don't know, second winter. Who knows? Okay, what else have I been doing differently? I feel like that's pretty much it. The main things have been like differences in nutrition, my minerals, pelvic floor therapy, different OBGYN, which has been awesome. The other thing, though, is I just am more of a eat small meals throughout the day, no big meals, which I was also working before with Landon, which I'm still working, but I work from home, so it gives some more flexibility with my meals, which has been nice. Really making sure I'm getting in a lot of micronutrient dense but mineral food. So I do like an adrenal cocktail every day. Making sure I get in enough salt. I've been definitely getting in electrolytes, drinking enough water, getting in those good fats like avocado. I've been doing some grass-fed butter. I do take DHA, omega-3s. I supplement with that during my pregnancy, so good for baby brain development. What else do we do differently? I feel like that's the majority. The main things, like, try to get through the nausea, you guys. Like, it's funny, I had so many people that are like, try and do all of these things for your nausea. I'm like, I already did that. It didn't work. Like, I tried the milk thistle and topical magnesium and B6 and ginger and blah, blah, blah. Like, I was really nauseous, but, so survive the nausea to the best of your ability. Try things, maybe those things will work for you. Maybe they won't, I don't know. But as soon as you start feeling better is when I was like hardcore, like, okay, let's do this. Because before I was literally laying on the couch being like, I'm dying. This is really hard. That's okay. Very thankful for the baby, but it was really hard. So now it's much more like, what kind of nutrient dense food are you getting in? Are you getting in enough minerals? Are you getting in your blood sugar balance? So the best thing that you can do for your body with nutrition is balance your blood sugar while you're pregnant. Balance your blood sugar. And just get in lots of mineral rich, nutrient dense foods. And if you can, I would test your minerals. Get a hormonal analysis while you're pregnant to help support you and help support baby. And so massive to also get that postpartum, because having babies depletes so many of your minerals, and you pass on your gut microbiome to your baby. So yes, I am taking a probiotic. And yes, I'm focusing on gut rich, diverse foods as well, because you pass that on to your baby. So all of the above there. The other thing that I'm going to do differently this time around, which I still have to talk to my doctor about, is I don't want to do that nasty glucose drink because I was sick forever. It has horrible ingredients. So I'm going to ask if I can do like the finger prick, like test my blood sugar throughout a week, or if I can do a different drink, like just fruit juice or something like that. So I am going to bring that up and see if that's an option for me. I'm going to like staunchly stick my my flag in the sand there and ask for that. So that's something very different I'll be doing. What else? I think I'm actually going to do some acupuncture this round as well, which I think will be good. And that's about it. So, the only thing you took out of this was balance your blood sugar as soon as you're not nauseous, and make sure you're taking your prenatal and test your progesterone and test your minerals. If that's all you got out of this, more power to you. That's what you should get out of this. I would recommend a pelvic floor therapist though. I think it will make your life easier. I'm just saying. Go back and listen to Angie. It's pretty cool. All right. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. And remember, if you are interested in one-on-one coaching, show notes, link and apply. And I would love if you could rate and review the podcast if you like it. It would mean the world to me. Thank you for listening to today's episode of Balancing Hormones Naturally. If you found this helpful, I would love for you to share it with a friend and post it on your stories and tag Balancing Hormones Naturally podcast so we can get this message out. You can find me on Instagram at Leah_BRUEG, and I would absolutely love to hear from you.